So, you've come looking for tips. Well, look no further. Let's start with a simple fishing technique I wish I knew sooner. I'm sure you guys have been in a situation where you have zero heals and it's unsafe to go around looking for some, assuming you aren't close to any body of water. Well, if you have a fishing rod, you can actually fish directly through solid ground. Since the Chapter 2 map was created on a flat water canvas, underneath the main terrain there is always water, so that's why this works. To do it, make sure you're on relatively flat ground, although uneven terrain can still work. Then remove any floor such as a player built structure or a building piece indoors. After that, simply hit your cast button and wait till you see the tug on your fishing rod. If done correctly, you should be collecting fish, and you can now use these items to either store for later on in the match, heal yourself or your teammates up right away, or just do it for fun while sitting in a turtle waiting for the storm to move in. Either way, it's pretty OP considering you can collect more than just heals, including mats, ammo, and sometimes common weapons. Funny enough, this tip is also being used by a bunch of competitive players during the pop-up cups, so you know it's good, especially during endgame circles. Hey everyone, it's Geerzy here, and today we'll be going over some useful Chapter 2 tips that I wish I knew sooner. Before we start, do not drop a like until you find value or something you didn't know about. Just make sure you stick around till the very end so you don't miss anything. Hold up, I am extremely close to 200k, so if you aren't already subscribed, feel free to help me out. And of course, you can always unsubscribe, so yeah, don't worry. Alright, first we have an awesome situational box fight tip discovered by CypherPK that you can use to eliminate your opponents when they are turtled up and preventing you from taking their wall. Now to do it, you need to place a wall on the right side so that when you edit and open a door, it is as close as possible to the turtle. You can do it really quick just like this. Then take an SMG or something that you can spray with, and just go ham at the wall while pressing forward towards the small crack in between the door and the box. If you are having difficulties, try crouching because it can work better. After that, you have more than one option. You can move forward one step and sit inside the wall while it's in phase mode, and then quickly laser your opponent for the kill. But if they try to place traps, just simply walk back out and the wall should be a solid again. Keep in mind that when a build piece is flashing yellow, it is in phase mode and cannot be edited or destroyed, meaning you can shoot right through it, and most of the time, your enemies won't even understand or notice what's happening until it's too late, so this is by far the safest way to attack a turtle. Not a real turtle, of course. The next way you can use this door technique is by spraying through and jumping in the box to one-pump your opponent. To do it safely, I recommend spamming crouch and placing a ramp inside their box first, so when you enter the turtle, you are in control and can eliminate them as fast as possible. Either way, do not underestimate this technique and don't forget to use it because it works on even the best of players. Check out this quick in-game example by CypherPK.
Another way to use that trick.
Wait a minute guys, I think I heard that fish over there say something.
Use code Geerzy if you are finding the video useful. Thank you.
Next, I really wish I knew that you could reel in loot with a fishing rod. This is an extremely basic tip, but can be surprisingly useful during a lot of situations, including competitive endgames. Here's an example clip from Lucas on Twitter where him and his team got a bunch of ammo and mats from dead opponents while in a safe position.
Oh, somehow. What?
Yeah, they died to zone.
I
Break this wall.
Move, Hyper, move.
We gotta far rotate.
What's amazing about this is it works at close range and extremely far away, and that's how it started gaining popularity. After Tfue used it to get max metal during almost the final circle, which really helped him and his team place better in the match and clutch up. Now a warning for this tip is that I would only recommend carrying a rod in teams, because if you're by yourself picking up a fishing rod over heals or a fifth weapon, that's not always the best choice. But if someone in your team has room, then it's a great item to save throughout the match and use during the later circles when people start to die. That way, if you see loot that's far away and don't want to risk getting killed, simply pick and choose what your team needs most with the fishing rod. Now, we have a funny glitch that I wish I knew sooner so I could troll my friends. For this to work, you need 3 people with at least 2 of them having the double up emote. To do this glitch, get your first friend to start the dance, then you need to latch on and do it with him. After that, get your third friend to connect to both of you and tell your friend who originally started the dance to stop. If done correctly, this will make your body attached to theirs while still dancing, allowing them to drag you wherever they want. It's super weird but pretty funny at the same time and allows for some really dumb moments. Beware that after you build or press something that stops your dance, this glitch will be over and you will have to restart. Well, I'm sure you guys have all heard of double 90s, and most of you can probably do them with ease, even all the different types. But I bet you didn't know that you can actually do them using a pyramid. This is a recently discovered technique that allows you to basically do 2 90s from wherever you are standing without having to place a ramp and run up it first. You can also do it in doubles by completing your first 90 with the cone and then doing 2 more from that to get just as high as triple 90s with way less work. To do it, I highly recommend mastering this pattern where you place a pyramid, then jump up a layer and do a quick 90. Here is the movement you want to do in slow motion so you can see exactly how I turn to get that extra height. I find it most useful after a side jump because it allows you to be instantly 1 level higher than your opponent without losing your cranking momentum, assuming they did a normal side jump. It's also a valuable method to use when it's not your cone. For example, if you're in a big mess of a fight, you can just start cranking 90s off of your opponent's pyramid without breaking it and placing your own ramp instead. Finally, because Epic decided for some reason to stop showing patch notes, I'm going to quickly tell you guys everything you need to know about the new Harpoon gun. First, it can be easily found in the fishing rod barrels near docks or in buildings, so if you were having trouble finding it, no need to worry. Second, it can actually one-shot wooden walls, which is pretty crazy if you wanted to maybe jump into someone's box quickly, but keep in mind it only has 10 uses. Third, it does 75 damage to players and can pull them towards you, which is a decent amount of damage considering it isn't meant for killing people. Fourth, they have a fairly decent distance, but don't shoot too far because you will end up wasting a shot. The last feature is that if you head to the fishing bubbles and fire the harpoon, it can instantly pull out loot such as weapons, floppers, and everything you would find fishing. Now that's an OP trick. Now just like usual, for those of you still here, comment big brain so I know you watched the entire video. This also lets me know you have 200 IQ because of all the tips you just learned. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video, which most likely means you enjoyed, so thank you. Now I recommend you check out some of my other content which should be just as good. Now if you subscribe and hit the bell, I can promise that every video I upload should be worth your time. Anyways, have a fantastic day and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace.